Hello guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. My name is Rajat and today we will be discussing the question non-decreasing array. In this question we are given an array with n integers and our task is to check if it could become a non-decreasing by modifying at most one element. We define an array as non-decreasing if the nums of I is less than or equals to nums of I plus 1 and holds for every I such that I is on the range between 0 to n minus 2. Now in the first example we are given an array of 3 numbers and as we can just change the value 4 to any of the lower values, we can make it a non-decreasing array. In the example 2, the array is 4 to 1 and we need to change at least 2 digits in order to make it as a non-decreasing array. So now let's first start what are the basic conditions which we need to check in order to find out if we can make it as a non-decreasing array or not. So suppose this is the array given to us which is 4218. In this array, as we can see that there will be at least 2 values that we need to change in order to make it as a non-decreasing array. So the basic condition over here is we find out that there are more than one value which is greater than the next value. We are sure that this array cannot be a non-decreasing or we can say an increasing array. We can directly return false in this particular case. So now we think that in the cases where we find out only one position wherein we need to change the value and just make it as a non-decreasing array, then we are wrong. That is the assumption that we usually make, but this does not hold in this particular question. And now we will see that why. So suppose we have this particular array with us and we find out that there is only one position at which we need to change in order to make it as a increasing array. So the answer to this particular array will be true. But how about I change the value of -1 to 3? Now the answer changes to false. Now why so? We have still only one value which we need to change, but if we compare the values before this particular index and after this particular index, so even if we change the value of 4 to let's suppose 1, then 3, 1, 2, 3 is not a non-decreasing array. So the condition that the value of position -1 should be less than the value at position +1 becomes our first condition. Now how can we make this particular array as a non-decreasing? Let's change the value of the end 3 to 8. Now in this case, still the position -1 and position +1 values do not match. They don't satisfy the condition of value of position -1 less than or equals to value of position +1. But here is the trick. So instead of changing the value at position, if we change the value at position +1, that is 2, to any other random value, we are sure that this can now become an increasing array. In this case, we just need to compare the value at position to position +2. So as the value at position +2 is 8, which is higher than the value present at position index, we are sure that if we change the value in between these two indexes, we can still make this array as an increasing array. And hence comes the second condition, which is checking if the value at this position is less than equals to the value at position +2. So now if we change the value at 6, we are sure that this is an increasing subarray and hence the answer true. Now coming to some of the basic boundary conditions. As we are checking this value of position -1 and position +1, we need to take care of the fact that the position can still be index 0. So if the value is at index 0, then there is no point in checking the value before that because there won't exist any value. And all the values after this 0th index will be in increasing sequence, hence we are only getting the index as 0. So that is the one thought that you should keep in mind. Now let's jump to the other conclusion. If we get the position as n-2, that is the second last index, then we are sure that all the values before that sequence are coming as increasing sequence, and just by changing this particular value we can make this as an increasing sequence. Also, as in the second condition, you see that we are checking position +2 and hence the position +2 will be an overflow of the index. So hence if the position is length -2, then we can directly return true. So hence the two more conditions, that is if the position is 0 or the position is length minus 2, then we can get a increasing array. So these are the four main conditions that we need to take care of. And now we will jump on to code this particular approach and see if that works or not. So as we discussed, we need to find out the position of the indexes which needs to be changed. So we will initially take the index as -1, as initially we do not need any changes in the array. Now if for every value in this nums starting from 0th index till the -1, we will check the current index if it is greater than the next index. If that is the case, we need to move our position to the index. Now if we have moved the position to this index once, so now the second time it comes, the position will not be -1, and if it is not -1, then we are sure that we have found out one value previously, and as the question allow us to make only one amendment into the array, we will directly return false, and hence this becomes a condition where there are more than one value to be changed. And now we need to take into consideration all the four conditions that we learned. That is, if the position is 0, then we can directly return true. If the position was length -2, then we can return true. If the value at position -1 is less than or equals to value at position +1, then we can return true. And the last condition, if the value at position is less than equals to value at position +2. And that becomes the code. So now let's try to run this code. So it ran successfully. Let's submit this. Now the question is failing at the point wherein the array is already a increasing sequence, and we have not considered that scenario in our approach. So now if the position value never changed, then also we need to return true. That is, if the position value is still -1, then also it should be true. So now let's submit this code. So it got submitted successfully. The time complexity is O of n, while the space complexity is O of 1. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.